I'm moving. Hello and welcome. What's good, guys? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Monday Night Raw for May the 8th, 2023 was an absolute embarrassment. It put me to shame. I wanted to destroy and rip apart my 45-inch television that I was watching this garbage on. Absolutely pathetic. Both Triple H and Vince McMahon should be ashamed of themselves. And I'm calling both of them out because this is a two-way street. When we have The Way and Zoe Stark on our televisions, you know it's a damn Triple H production. I am sick and tired of this stupid-ass narrative from the IWC and the YWC that, it's all Vince McMahon's fault. No, the hell it's not. Get the hell out of here with that shit. They are both to blame. Both to blame. You call them both out. Vince isn't at every single Raw and SmackDown. Enough. The dude is taking care of business decisions, not creative. Wake up. He does have some control and creative, but not all of it. Ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Makes no sense. 3 hours of nonsense. 3 hours of bullshit. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Jacksonville should be ashamed of themselves. Completely. Because they came alive for Cody, and that was it. And Seth Rollins. Outside of those two, they were quiet as a church mouse. Pissing on cotton. Absolutely unacceptable. It makes zero sense. Zero sense. I'm going to rip this review apart. Completely apart. The gloves are off. I'm done. The gloves are off. So we kick the show off with Cody Rhodes. He comes out. He gets on the mic. He mentions Jacksonville. He does the Duvall shout out. Cody says he greatly appreciates the reception. As many know, this was his home during the pandemic, which basically stands for another AEW reference. Cody says this was when they made a lot of great memories together, and we should make more tonight. But first, let's talk about Backlash, the biggest and most watched premium live event of all time. Cody didn't get to experience the beauty of the island because he had the task of facing the Beast, the most decorated combat sports athlete ever. He discovered what Lesnar was made of, and it was all over his fist, a reference to the blood. He also discovered Lesnar can be defeated. Cody says Lesnar took away his clarity and focus after WrestleMania 39. It has become a game of survival, but now that Lesnar is in his rearview mirror, he can focus on the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So Cody then exits the ring. He walks to the stage. He shows us the brackets and touts the talent in the tournament and comments on how he'll become champion. Cody says he gets the honor to say this. Jacksonville, let the tournament begin. Again, this is a fine little segment. It made sense to an extent. First match tonight, first round, tournament triple threat. Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Seth Rollins wins via the pedigree. Really decent, solid match here. I enjoyed most of it. This was predictable, though. Moving on. So, 2/3 of Imperium were backstage, that being Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. They're marching backstage announcing that Imperium is here and Gunther will arrive next week. So Gunther is on his honeymoon. He recently just got married. I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago. So kudos to him for that. Much respect. So then they walk up on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami says they're in the middle of something, so come back in 5 minutes. Kaiser says that they are Imperium. Did you not hear us? Sami says in 5 minutes they'll still be Imperium. Kevin Owens says it's hard to concentrate with Kaiser pointing his finger. Kaiser says surely they're not trying to disrespect Imperium because when the ring general arrives, he'll put Owens and Sami in an unfortunate situation. Vinci says if they keep disrespecting them, not only will they put themselves in real danger, but the titles also. Kevin Owens wonders if they're Gunther's henchmen like the Usos or to Roman Reigns. Sami says no, because they'll deal with this problem in one night, not months. Sami says if they have a problem, they'll see each other in the ring tonight. And then Owens, he pokes fun at Kaiser for wearing a turtleneck. Okay, that was okay little segment. But why are we doing this tonight? Why couldn't we stretch this thing out for a while? Actually build it. Maybe Money in the Bank. You know, get a good little story and feud going on here. Moving on, another nonsensical match. Well, one of the first of nonsensical matches. The first of many. Otis versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali wins. Okay, so Mustafa Ali is a quote-unquote free agent. Why the hell isn't he in NXT? He's been on Raw. He's been on SmackDown. Put his ass on NXT. If not, get rid of him and release him. Oh, my God. Absolutely pathetic, man. Pathetic. So, Miz is backstage. He rants on being a WWE history maker, a true celebrity, and a true star, the only workhorse of this tournament. He goes on about how he will win the tournament because he's the Miz and he's awesome. So this is the second round of the triple threat qualifying matches for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, Miz versus Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes. Balor gets the win. Cody does 3 crossroads. Rhodes is about to get the win. Brock comes from the crowd, picks up Cody, F5s him through the announce table. Brock gets on the mic and tells Cody to look at his face. And he asks Cody what he wants to talk about. He says, me. So he's having a Dolph Ziggler moment. You want to talk about me? Lesnar holds Cody's head and says he looked into his face. And he got a lucky victory. And he lucked into the Backlash victory. So Lesnar now wants to talk about a fight. He wants a fight. Lesnar proposes a fight for Night of Champions. Lesnar says, we'll see who's the coward now. And then Lesnar gets up, walks off. He looks up the title, laughs. And then Cody, he's backstage getting medical attention with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens by his side. Next, moving on, Rhea Ripley versus Dana Brooke. Rhea Ripley defeats Dana Brooke via the reverse cloverleaf. Then she does a riptide. And then another reverse cloverleaf. And then I wanted to legitimately kick my television. Kick it in two. We got fucking Natalya. Oh my God. Natalya. Oh my God. So nauseating. TJ Wilson, please get your girl pregnant. Get your girl pregnant. Adopt something. Damn. Get this chick off my television, please. Shit. This don't make no damn sense. Damn. Oh my God. Please get her off my television. I mean, if she can't have kids, at least adopt, or just have her say, I'm sick of this shit and I'm sick of putting people over. I want to just become a backstage producer. That would be fine too. Just get Natalya off my damn television. Damn, this is nerve-wracking. Shit. Ugh. Absolutely pathetic. So Rhea and Dominic, they laugh because Dominic is whispering something into Rhea's ear, which has to be funny. Probably saying she sucks or whatever. I don't know. Who cares? So we get a video package of the NXT superstars who were brought to Raw through the draft. Indy Hartwell, JD McDonough, Indy Shearer, which is Jinder Mahal, Veer Mahan, and Sangha. Alex Jones, KC Squared, and Zoe Stark. Speaking of Zoe Stark, I wanted to vomit when seeing her. Ugh. The work rate mommy is what I'm going to call her now. The work rate mommy. That's all she can do. She can't cut a promo. Doesn't have good facials. She sucks. Zoe Stark is an embarrassment. She should be back on NXT. Seriously. That's where she should be. She has no character. She has nothing going for her. The only reason why she's there is because Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Road Dogg love her. For whatever damn reason, that's why she's there. Nothing more, nothing less. Enough of this work rate shit. I'm tired of it. Have a damn character. Is that too much to ask? My God. So Byron Saxton, he's backstage with Zoe Stark. He brings up her NXT success and asks how she's dealing with the added expectations of being on Raw. So Zoe Stark, she begins to laugh and says that doesn't apply because she's amazing at what she does. Yeah, right. You suck. She has nothing but extreme confidence in her abilities. And these other women. So she then tells Zoe Stark then tells Byron Saxton to come follow her. She stops and she taunts Nikki Cross, calling her a weirdo. Like these other women, Zoe Stark suggested they have a match tonight. And Nikki Cross, she mumbles something and she accepts. Next, this leads us into Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Imperium. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens defeat Imperium via the Haluva kick. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Why are they not building up this match and actually, doing something with the tag titles? I don't even want this match at Night of Champions because Night of Champions is too short. It's in 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks. I mean, not in 2 weeks. It's in 3 weeks. So I don't want that that soon. We need an actual program with these people, with these 4 guys involved. Again, this match shouldn't have never happened. I feel bad for Imperium. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they have really, really lost a bunch of momentum being tied to the hip with the Usos. I mean, with the whole Bloodline saga, that really messed them up for a loop. It really has messed them up tremendously. I don't know what to say. I really don't, but it is what it is. That's on them. And we need to have one set of tag titles for Raw, one set of tag titles for SmackDown. They need to bring back the WWE Tag Team Championships and the World Tag Team Championships. That's what they need to do. Moving on, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, they're backstage. They were getting people to sign their petition for management backstage. So we see Xia Li. They want another shot at the women's tag team championships. So they then walk up to the Way, which is Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, and Gargano, and Dexter Lumis. They attempt to get them to sign the petition. So Lumis, he appears, he gives it a thumbs down. So all the way they pass on the signing, and Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, they walk off saying that they'll regret this when they're champions, and that Lumis needs to smile. Indy says he is smiling. Gargano seems to indicate that he believes that Austin Theory, well, not Austin Theory, but Tommaso Ciampa's coming back to the Way, saying that it'll be great, but the others don't agree. And that's really their only saving grace is Tommaso Ciampa. Again, this is a Triple H production. When we see Zoe Stark and the Way, think of Triple H. All of this is Triple H. This is on him. Again, they're not over. This is not NXT Triple H. This is the main damn roster. Get it through your freaking thick head. It's the main roster. This is not Full Sail. All right? Do not push these guys. Don't push them. Seriously, don't. They suck. The only one who has saving grace is Tommaso Ciampa. The only way that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano survive the main roster is reforming DIY, and that is it. You put those guys in the tag division. If you want to put them in the singles division, that's fine. You can have them in that mid card, and that is it. No main event scene at all. Period. So, Zoe Stark versus Nikki Cross. Zoe Stark defeats Nikki Cross via the Z360. Who cares? Moving on, backstage, Byron Saxton is with Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. He asks if Rhea's feeling any extra pressure. Rhea says she welcomes it. It comes with running a division. So they stop. We then hear Xavier Woods and Akira Tozawa laughing nearby. So Dom, he steps to them and tells them to show respect when Mommy is talking. Xavier Woods says Dom looks like he got his whole outfit from the Lost and Found. Dominic says it won't be funny when he punches Woods in the face. Xavier Woods says he just got to Raw and is looking for a fight. So how about tonight? So Rhea steps in between them, and Tozawa, he scuttles away. Rhea says Dom accepts the challenge, and Xavier Woods says that's cool. And then He waves them both away and looks around for Akira Tozawa. Again, this is a waste of time. Why are they even fighting? I don't know. It makes zero sense to me. Don't know. This ain't good. This is not good. The New Day is stale as 5-day-old bread. Seriously. Ugh. Get them off of television, please. Like, the New Day has ran its course. Moving on. So, we get Trish Stratus. She's out with a bunch of piped-in boos. So, Trish goes on about being concerned for Becky. She said that she's used all her tools and resources to find her. She asked Corey Graves to tweet the missing poster. Trish is sure that Becky Lynch will be found, and then we can all thank Trish. Trish says Becky will probably be found in some dark, dank corner of Iowa crying with her dumb daughter. The fans begin to boo. Trish says no, the daughter is dumb because she doesn't even know her colors. She's only 2. But Becky will be found. She's just not coming back to Raw because this is Trish's show. Her spotlight, and to be clear, no one is stealing her spotlight. Not even Becky Lynch. So then Becky Lynch's music plays. It's all a ruse. So Trish Stratus, she laughs and says everyone is so dumb and gullible. As Becky, when she thought Trish was her friend, Trish says no, Becky will not get her because she's never coming back. Trish tells a story about how her daughter wanted it all, so they bought it and took it home. So Trish said that her daughter named the doll Becky Lynch because she's pretty. So Becky's music hits, but Trish tells the production truck that the joke is done. So Lynch is then standing behind Trish. So Trish turns around. She eats a big right hand from Becky Lynch and a uppercut as well as a back splitter suplex. So Trish does. She heads up the ramp and retreats. Becky Lynch says she's right here. The man has come around to kick your ass. And she tosses the mic, and that's how we end the segment. This was absolute cringe to the highest degree. This was absolutely embarrassing. Whoever wrote this deserves to be fired, effective immediately. Pack your things and get the hell out of the wrestling business and go somewhere else. What in the actual hell is this shit? This Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus garbage, that needs to end, and it needs to end at Night of Champions. We cannot go to SummerSlam with this shit. No. We're not waiting 3 months for this shit. No, you can forget that. Fuck that. This shit needs to end, and it needs to end at Night of Champions in 3 weeks. Nothing more, nothing less. No. This was absolutely pathetic. Xavier Woods versus Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio gets the win via a roll-up. Ripley helps Dom get the win via roll-up. Who cares? So we get a little glimmer of hope with Indusure. So Indusure, they're backstage. So Jinder is narrating. He says, these two international juggernauts are united as one force of destruction, and they have conquered and obliterated competition around the world. And now they're ready to bring unprecedented levels of pain. Jinder says they have waited patiently for the moment to strike, and now from the shadows they emerge to shake the very foundation of Raw. And then Jinder stands between Veer and Sangha, and he smiles. So I do like that. That's pretty cool. hopefully they can do something within this year. Hopefully. Moving on. So, The Miz, he's backstage with Nakamura. Miz asked if he has anything to say. He has nothing to say. Miz told Nakamura how Raw is different than SmackDown, so that they need to stick together and and have each other's backs. But they didn't, so now they're out of the tournament. Miz is willing to put this behind them and give it another chance. It'll be a win-win situation. Nakamura says he's right. Nakamura proposes a one-on-one match for next week and says it'll be awesome. And so Miz isn't happy. Again, who cares? I know a lot of people online wanted Nakamura to get a big push, but he probably is not. Nakamura is a solid hand. He's a really solid, good mid-carder. He probably won't be on the main event scene as much. Again, people have to understand how WWE treats their Japanese talent. It's not, they have a harder time getting over. They don't. They really do have a hard time getting over. And I like Nakamura. Honestly, I would love to see Nakamura back in NXT. I think that would be tremendous for him. That would be great for him. It really would. To add a little bit more depth to that roster, to that NXT roster, would be nice. I feel like Nakamura, I hate to say it, he's going to get lost into the shuffle. He truly is. So, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, they're backstage again. They're planning on getting some more signatures to their petition. So, in come Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. They walk up and say, all they have to do was woman up and ask for a rematch if they wanted it. Liv asked for the clipboard, and then both champs, they signed the petition. So Liv says after they beat Damage Control on SmackDown, then they'll see Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green next week. Green and Deville, they bust out in laughter and say they didn't make those petitions for Liv and Raquel. They planned on challenging Damage Control next week and then beating them. They laugh and then they walk off. And then the champions, they mock their laughs. Okay, who cares? Who really cares? Kathy Kelly, she's backstage with Cody Rhodes, asking about being out of the tournament. So Cody says he's obviously doesn't feel good about it. Now he doesn't get to be the first champion on Raw in a tournament that was respectively for him to win. Cody says sorry. I just don't know what else there is to say. Cody says he doesn't know. He goes to walk away, but he stops and he says, here's what he does know. This is the second time Brock Lesnar attacked him from behind and for no reason. Cody thinks it's because Brock's longtime grip and monopoly on the main event scene has been slipping since Cody got here, which Cody has proved at Backlash, and Brock proved it tonight by asking Cody to fight. Cody says it's against his better judgment, but he accepts the fight for Night of Champions. Cody thanks Kathy, and then he walks off. So that's fine. It actually makes sense. Again, Cody has been on top for quite some time. He's the most over babyface. Brock has been in the main event scene for quite some time, for a while. Well, for a little bit, but he took a backseat to that when Cody came on board. This makes sense. How they end it, I guess an unsanctioned match. That would make the most sense. That's what I would do, unsanctioned. We just saw Rock and Roman have a last man standing match last year at SummerSlam, so I don't want this at Night of Champions. Much rather it be Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, unsanctioned. And then we need to move on from this. Brock needs to go away, at least until the mid part of July, and build something for SummerSlam. And then Cody needs to win Money in the Bank and focus on dethroning Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Main event, semifinals for the World Heavyweight Championship. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wins via the stomp. And Rollins celebrates, and we go off the air. They did a powerbomb spot that they did back in 2016. They did that here for Seth, which was really cool. I enjoyed that. I don't know if it's a legit injury. It's probably not. Probably just part of the match. Probably just the work. I would hope. So that's kind of cool. But overall, this show was an absolute disaster. It was a waste of time. Again, Triple H and Vince should be ashamed of themselves completely. This is a waste of time. This tournament is a waste of time. This was just an absolute disaster. What else can I say? Seriously, this is absolutely pathetic. Raw was awful. Awful. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. What did you guys think? Let me know. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. This show was pathetic.
Tune in.